What's in your Bible? Outside witnesses. One of the arguments against the Bible and Jesus existing is the claim that there aren't any surviving witnesses outside the Bible. Here are a few extra biblical references to the existence of Jesus back when he was on earth. Tacitus was a praetor under Domitian. His writings called the Annals provide an early account of the persecution of Christians and one of the earliest extra biblical reference to the crucifixion of Jesus. Pliny the Younger was also about the same time as Tacitus, also refers to Jesus. Lucian explicitly stated Christ having been crucified. Jewish historian Flavius Josephus said, "At this time there was a wise man who was called Jesus. His conduct was good, he was known to be virtuous, and many people from among the Jews and among nations became his disciples. Pilate condemned him to be crucified and to die, but those who had become his disciples did not abandon his discipleship. They reported that he had appeared unto them 3 days after his crucifixion, and that he was alive. Accordingly, he was perhaps the Messiah, concerning whom the prophets have recounted wonders." Suetonius and Eusebius also refer to Christ. Nero persecuted followers of Christ. Nero died only 38 years after Christ was crucified. In today's years, that would be 1987. How many people remember the 80s? I'm not asking about the 60s. Even if we didn't have the New Testament books and we simply relied on non-biblical sources, like I just cited, we would know the following about Jesus. He was born of a virgin and his father was a carpenter. He was a teacher and his disciples passed his teachings on to others. He prophesied and performed miracles. He was known for his wisdom and his virtuous life. He claimed to be God. He was crucified by Pontius Pilate. There was an earthquake and darkness surrounded his unalivedness. His followers reported that he rose from the unalived, appeared to them, and showed him the wounds in his hands. His followers worshipped him as God. Belief in Jesus caused disturbance within the Jews, which led to Claudius saying that the Jews had to leave Rome. While there are countless blogs and books that promote the Christ myth, suggesting that Jesus never lived, at the scholarly level, the existence of Jesus has been firmly established, even if one only used extra biblical writings. In reality, Jesus was one of the best documented and attested figures in the first century. A special thanks to the Biblical Archaeology Report for their research. Study, show thyself approved unto God.